Hello, hello, welcome into Kimbition. How is everybody doing? Lint everywhere. We're going to do a Scorpio request with Light Seers Tarot. They are curious about their upcoming week. They just want to see what's going on in life. We're just going to start out with Light Seers Tarot here. I love this little deck. Any other messages for our Scorpio? Where's a net? Okay. Can we get one more, or do we have enough? I need one more, or do we have enough? Any other messages? Okay, I'm going to stop there. Wow, we have 4 cups. Okay. All right. So we got the 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and 4 Cups with what's going on in your week this week, Scorpio. So 7 of Swords tells me that you're trying to get away from things that no longer serve you, that you might not be happy with, that aren't going well. Anybody that's betrayed you, deceived you, tricked you. Okay, and so you're reevaluating how to stay away from that and move towards better energy. Then we have the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups coming up in your weekly energy, give or take, right? So with the 3 of Cups, that tells me that you're coming together with people, whether at work, your friends, online, in person. You got your focus on sharing your emotional goals and encouraging your friends, and your friends encouraging you is what I'm getting off of that. Then we have the 2 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Pentacles talks about juggling a little bit. Thinking about maybe options, 2 different directions to go. All the 2s can pretty much mean that. It's usually a money-related decision, though, in the face of storms of life you must face. So you could be thinking about money decisions, you know, with incoming holidays, maybe whether or not you should splurge this gift or that gift. Okay, then we have the 9 of Swords. Oh, damn gnat. I'm sorry about that. Viewers, having a gnat problem. I sat down and I attracted a gnat. Yeah, don't have plants. What was I thinking? With the 9 of Swords, okay, you've already got the 7 of Swords where you are trying to stay away from deception. But the 9 of Swords means that you have worries and problems. You know, it's affecting your sleep. So whatever has deceived you or made you feel that you had to get away from it. I see you pulling on your friends. I see you focus on your money decisions instead. But it is getting to you at night that you still have these maybe love issues, friendship broke up, something happened that's still on your mind. But then you have the Queen of Pentacles. So that's what comes next. With the Queen of Pentacles, see how she's sitting there, very queenly, okay? So even though you're getting away from stuff this week, right? And, you know, thinking about your money, focusing on your friends and your money, and even at night, you know, you're still dealing with some things that have recently hurt you. You are bossing up. You are having a Queen of Pentacles energy, all the work you're putting in to your career this week is paying off. So whatever it is, money decisions, you're making the right decisions. Yeah, you're doing good in that sense, right? Then you've got the 4 of Cups, okay? 4 of Cups to end things. So I see there, this might be during the day, you still also think about things. You're a little bit restless, a little bit stagnant, not sure how to move on and get out of this 9 of Swords energy that you're still experiencing at night. But, you know, the fact that it's only happening at night is better. And you're like, you're concerned for a missed opportunity. You're concerned for a missed, you know, opportunity with somebody. You're wondering what cups, you know, to take. I see here in this picture, like there's one cup that you're very predominantly thinking of and touching and wanting, right? See how the focus is down on this cup. There's 3 other cups that you have, but you really focus on this one. And this is the one you feel might be a missed opportunity and that you're concerned with this week, okay? Let's go ahead to the, let's see, let me see, what should we use next? I'm going to use, okay. You know, you have a lot of dark energy with the swords here, so let's go ahead and try our Dark Confessions of the Soul. And kind of get clarity that way. Spirits, angels, universe, ancestors of our Scorpio. I cannot support your actions. It's too much for me to deal with. Okay. So as you're trying to think about this one cup you're afraid is a missed opportunity, whatever you're doing, whatever actions you're taking towards this person, they are not liking it. Okay, so as much as you're trying to find a way to get away from that energy, every action you take just gets you back up in your head and sad at night, Scorpio, because the person doesn't want the messages, the person doesn't want to discuss about it. The person, the cup here that you have that you feel is a missed opportunity because at one time things were really good, they don't care anymore. They cannot deal with it, okay? Any other messages, Dark Confessions of the Soul, of why Scorpio is this way? I know what I'm doing. I play dumb to keep you confused. Yeah, so you may not know this, Scorpio, but this person knows what they're doing. They know how they're gaslighting you, how they're trying to manipulate the situation, blame you. They play dumb to keep you confused. Like, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, so you do need to get away from this. This cup is not one you should be thinking about anymore. Any other messages? The Dark Confessions of the Soul of this person that is the most on Scorpio's mind. One more message. I need to free myself from fear and doubts. I am a caged bird. Okay, so even though they know what they're doing, okay, and whatever you're doing, they can't handle right now. They do have fear and doubts that are creating this issue. So let's not make them out to be the worst person ever. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Whoever you are, cross watcher, that has hurt Scorpio. All right, so that's their Dark Confessions of their Soul that they may not, and the whole purpose of that deck is because they're not going to share that with you. They're not going to say, I have fears and anxieties. You know, they're going to act like, oh, you know, this is how it is, you know, my way or the highway. Okay. Now I've definitely picked up they're not really in contact with you, and that's one of the things you're struggling with. So let's also pull the love messages with no communication. And let's see what they would say to you from there, because this has different messages. Just because I see now there was a little bit of remorse in the Dark Soul. So they want to act like they're all like bad, like, you know, hey, I played Scorpio. I knew what I was doing. Leave me alone. I'm done with you kind of energy. But then that third one did show some kind of remorse there, I felt. So let's get some more messages from your person. You are so beautiful inside and out. Wow. So see, it's not all bad, Scorpio. Oh my God, that thing moves too much. I have to tape it down. So they do believe you're beautiful inside and out. Maybe that's what's creating some level of insecurities in them. They sabotage this connection and they regret it. Okay, so they're thinking about this. So you're trying to get away from them. You're trying to figure out how to resolve it. Whatever you're doing, they're saying they don't like. They're not responding. You're making you even worse. So that's why you're going from 7 to 9, right? You're pulling on those friends. You're trying to focus on your coin. You're having a level of success and peace with your coin. You are having, by the end of the week, a level of success of getting out of your head. But you still are going to, see, you're going to go from, by the beginning of the week, like so in your head and sad, to a little bit less sad. See, you're a little bit less affected by this. Now, whether communication comes in, you just are healing, something happens, we'll have to get more details. What else would Scorpio's person say to them? Any other messages for Scorpio's person? Yeah, we're just right now trying to get some messages from your person. I think about you so much, it's scaring me. All right, well, they can't get you off their mind. So I think we've definitely seen there's some remorse, some regrets. They find you very beautiful. They're very attracted to you. So even though they know they were playing with your heart a little bit here, they weren't being maybe completely honest, or something wasn't copacetic, they do feel bad about it. Okay. And we're going to keep these tarot cards out. Now we're going to go to our Cosmic Oracle Tarot. This is the box it comes in. We have not used this in quite a second here. So let's just reintroduce it. Trying to use different decks. Cosmic Insight, see? That's how it looks on the front. And this is how it looks on the back. So anything with pink, you know, I'm all for. And that's how sometimes I decide on my tarots. I like pictorials. I like things to be pretty. Now, what I don't like about this deck is the size. You know, I'd rather have a smaller than usual or average deck. These large ones are just so much for my big fat hands. I don't know. Anyway, let's get some more messages about what's going on this week. Okay, a fire sign. Fire signs coming out. You could have fire sign placements of Scorpio, your sun, your moon, your rising. Oh, excuse me, your moon, your rising. We know your sun is Scorpio. Oh my gosh. It's just innately to say that. So you could have fire placements. They could have fire placements. So there is a fire sign, whether this be you or a person or another person. I mean, your friends you could have a male friend that's a friend that turns into something more here. Let's see what else we've got going on for you, Scorpio, this week. Spirits, angels, universe. Give us more messages for our Scorpio viewer. More messages for our Scorpio viewer. Spirits, angels, universe. Date night. Okay, get ready to be wined and dined. So before the week is out, you're going to have notation, and maybe that's why you're a little bit more cheered up, looking at other cups. I can't say who this is, but somebody's going to ask you out on a date. We're going to have to get more clarity. Let's see if this deck has anything else to say, though, before we do. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck fell out was yes, someone else, and commitment. Okay. So yes, okay, luck is on your side, okay, and I see some tables turning with this spread here, okay. So luck is on your side. You've got ladybugs for commitment. Things are getting serious. So someone could be a fire sign, might ask you out on a date, and they might be the one that's really serious about commitment. So yes, luck is on your side to bring in someone more serious, because then someone else comes out. Okay, someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. Now, the someone else to me could be the card that's coming out to let you know, because remember I said I don't know who the fire sign is, but I feel like it's someone else. Now, whether that someone else is going to throw a stick in the spokes for this other person, or this other person has somebody who's telling them to stay away from you, it's hard to tell with what we have out on the board right now. But I do see you picking up with a date connection with what looks like a fire sign. So if you have an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that you've recently met, been talking to, or maybe this week you will meet, this someone else is more luck on your side towards commitment. And it looks like they're going to ask you out on a date. Okay, let's set that aside. So that is a little side message of a date night with someone else. I don't think this is the person that has you all in 7 to 9 of Swords energy in the beginning of your week. Coming up. All right, let's keep going. Oh, I haven't used this in a while. Oh, this is the Gilded Lenormand. Let's go with that. I love this box. It's one of my only flip boxes. I only keep boxes that are hard. I don't keep the paper ones. I put them on my racks, and when I travel, I'll put them in satchels. But this is a hard box, so I've kept it. It's one of the flip ones. It has like a magnetic pull to it to shut. Very nice box. I did just a paper box thinking I'm into the satchels, and I feel like I should also sell satchels for people with Kimbition logo. That was my why I went with a basic box. Obviously, people can keep the box, but it's not one of the boxes that I feel will last forever. But I also want to add into, especially by the next batch of cards, satchels that have the Kimbition logo on them so that people can have that. Wow, yeah, 38 and 18, 10, those numbers could mean something. So I see here that loyalty with the dog is important for you. There's hearts on this door. So this is in regards to love. So this is you realizing somebody hasn't been loyal to you. You're like, oh, who wants to take my leash? Who's going to take care of me? Who's going to be that loyal partnership? And I see here we got this bridge. The bridge in the background, that bridge in the foreground. I feel like this is, again, looking at the Two of Pentacles, like maybe this could be referencing your choices in money. This could be referencing your choices in this new fire sign, and then this person that has you very upset in your head from the 7 to the 9 of Swords earlier in the week. Okay, so this just happened, and it's going into next week that we're doing here, Scorpio. I know it's going into the end of the week already, but this is taking us from earlier this week into next week, this reading. Sorry. Then we've got the House. Number 4 could mean something. So this kind of could talk about you, because I'm focusing on you right now. Trying to get more clarity on what kind of headset you're in. You're trying to make bridges, either to the person that's loyal to you and or your money moves. You're trying to work on your own house and home, your own stability. Trying to be your own Queen of Pentacles. Because of what this person did that hurt you. See moon energy. I see you pulling on the celestial. CM must mean something because CM is in a lot of these cards. CM. Oh, duh. Yeah, it is. It's the author of the deck. Ciro Marchettes. He put his initials all over these cards. Anyway, just notice that. Have these a little while. Just notice that. Any other tarot readers ever notice that? Anyway, that's why. CM. So you're trying to figure out what's kind of hidden to you about maybe what this person did. See, that's why you're so up in your head, and that message came out that they don't like the actions you're taking because you're probably trying to communicate, get resolution. You're trying to figure out what happened. Why is this way it is? How do I move forward? What's hidden from me? What don't I know? Yeah, because then you get the tree here. 5 and 7 could mean something, just like 32 and 8, the numbers on these cards. I don't practice numerology, but I do usually call out numbers if it calls to me. And that usually means it could mean something to you as the person I'm doing the free reading for. So 5 and 7, this is about you growing something, you know, something flourishing, growing, being peaceful, harmonious, rainbows, your happiness, you know, something that's really grounded with good roots here. So then this makes me feel, again, going back all to the loyalty. So this is you just trying to really establish. All 4 of these cards are you really trying to establish. Now, there are some mushrooms. See, there are some mushrooms. So there could be some things still to work out. But you're trying to build bridges to make, you know, better things in your life. Trying to direct yourself towards loyalty. Things that are grounded and rooted well and homely and house where you feel safe. While trying to figure out the things behind the moon. The lunar, the Mercury retrograde could be helping. I got to tell you, I cannot tell you how many personal readings I do. They all seem to resonate with something about a reconciliation when it's Mercury retrograde. I don't know if you've noticed that, if you were watching, cross-watching other videos that maybe don't pertain to you, but everybody has some type of reconciliation in there. Whether it's to take it, not to take it, they're coming, they're not coming, they're coming later. It's crazy. Yeah, and then now the messages are focusing on you putting things under a microscope. 44 might mean something to you. Like, what went wrong? Because it's like you want to heal, you want to move forward, either with this cup, which still in this picture by the end of the week energy that we're looking at is still your predominant choice. You're still not really looking at these 3 cups, even though this one's very green and bountiful here at the top, very new. Maybe that's that fire sign that's going to ask you out on a date. Look out for that for me, Scorpio. Any other messages from our Gilded Reverie, our Lenormand deck, basically. Lenormand. This is a nice size. These are laminated, but once you kind of get to shuffling them, the waxiness isn't too bad. Like that one deck, the Romeo and Juliet, is very waxy. I don't mind a little bit of wax. It really helps with the durability of the cards. Okay, no other messages. Okay, so you're trying to look at what's hidden from you, putting things under a microscope because you want to learn. You want to grow. You want stability. You want growth. You want loyalty. So I see you working on those things this week. Very good, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and get you some advice on this one connection. I mean, there's no advice about the new connection coming in. I just think you need to be aware there's a fire sign going to ask you out on a date. Let's see. Let's go with the Love Oracle. Jeez. So intuition came up. Yeah, so you've been using your psychic abilities, your premonitions, your sixth sense, your gut feeling, your intuition. This is what you've been using in order to try to figure out what to leave behind, what to move towards that's not stabbing you in the back. Seven of Swords. Obviously, with that previous message, I'll just keep reiterating because I do take things off the board and I want you to continue to know that they do relate. That the person you're talking about that you're separated from, not the new person, the old person, because two people are coming up in your energy. A newer person who's about to ask you out on a date that looks like it's a fire sign, and then an old person that really has you up in your head. Like you've walked away from them to some extent. You've tried to use your intuition about how to move forward. I see this person was important to you because you still see them as the predominant cup. Okay. However, whatever it is you're doing, remember they said they don't like it. They're not responding to it. So whatever it is, stop. But it's making you very unhappy. So let's get other clarity from the Love Oracle about this situation. Yeah, but you're going to get communication. Now, we're going to have to clarify this further because I do see you have tried to communicate. You have tried to reach out. But this one person is smiling. Okay. So that could be why your mood improves by the end of the weekly energy check that we're doing. Maybe you're able to forgive each other. You're able to move on. You're able to do some type of, you know, clarity on this message, this relationship. Okay. Okay. And that could be why you're also feeling Queen of Pentacles by the end of the week as well, right? These energies here are getting more positive. Yeah, you've got change. So there's going to be some type of regeneration, reconciliation, growth, end of a cycle. There will be change. Okay? And because you get this message and because they're talking to you about change, you really feel like you boss up back to your Queen of Pentacles energy. In light of also, I see a very successful work week for you, Scorpio. But this Four of Cups, though, because it's all new and you're not sure, I see here you're still like, oh my God, is it going to be just more of the same? This is my primary cup. You are happy about it. Don't get me wrong. But that's why you're, you know, kind of smirkish there. Okay? There's an ex-lover. So the reason for the text message and the change is because they don't want you to be the ex-lover. This person is also, as I can see you are, going down memory lane, the past, and getting very nostalgic. Okay? And they miss you. Okay? They know you're healing. They're trying to heal. So whatever you guys did to each other, they're healing, and that's allowing them to feel like they can come forward. They do feel like it was a fated meeting, and that's another reason, because I'm trying to get into what's the storyline, what's going to happen. And remember, you're going to use your intuition. They could be using their intuition, but their intuition is telling them to send you a message that is going to put a smile on your face. You guys are going to talk about change, reconciliation. You know, they might say something. This could just be the energy that drives them to send the message. They may not say, I'm really nostalgic for you, I'm missing you, and all that. But that is what's driving them to message you. The fact that they've had a chance to heal, and maybe you've had a chance to heal, to calm down from whatever you were doing that they didn't like. Okay? But they do see this as fated, and that's, again, meant to be, predetermined destiny. That's why they can't walk away either. They feel like this connection is just too important to not try to fix. How they're going to fix it, I don't know. Because they realized, you know, that there was an ending and somebody walked away from somebody here with this breakup, see, but it's the ending of a separation for you, Okay, because obviously if you're in separation, you've been struggling to figure out to get communication, and you finally do, and they want to talk about change, and they are driven to it by the nostalgic of the positivity of the relationship and the healing of whatever you did or said that hurt them, and vice versa. And they're seeing the importance of this connection, that now the breakup, they want to end the separation. Now that doesn't mean it's going to go back to the same, because they've got the change card here. So they want change. Now, third party. So third party can mean any number of things, Scorpio. Some of their friends could have interfered, their family, your friends. They could have actually had a third party. They had other connections, other competition. Maybe that's what led to the breakup. It's showing up as important. Let's see if we can get any other messages about what's coming next in this connection. I would still advise you to go on the date with the fire sign. Yeah, friends. Okay. They might tell you that the third party was friends, that they were telling them stories or saying things or having opinions that made them think you were not loyal, you were not trustworthy. Okay. That you were just an acquaintance. You weren't really caring about them. Okay. Yeah. Then you've got wedding. So, wow. So their friends could have said that, you know, how can we say this? So the third party does appear to be friends. You know, it could have been friends that was friends with benefits. Don't say that that's not. But maybe it wasn't all that serious. Okay. Or it's just actual friends saying, oh, don't trust Scorpio. You know, don't be loyal. Wedding is coming out after this. So I feel like the friends were also saying you had other unions. You had other better prospects. Why would they pick you? I feel like they were telling this one particular person, Scorpio, that they weren't good enough. Why would Scorpio want you? That's what I see their friends or other friends with benefits telling them. Okay, but they're going to roll the dice. They're going to take a leap of faith and take a chance. Even though friends or third-party interference in this connection, okay, they're going to roll the dice. So they're coming back in. Yeah, because they're having a spiritual awakening. They've had some type of epiphany. They're learning life lessons, and they're going to have a rebirth. Now, definitely there's been something toxic in this relationship, some fighting, some misunderstanding, some triggers, and I see them wanting to address that because their goal here is not to have that again. And I see that would be not your goal either. For sure. But let's get more messages. Yes, storm warning. Okay. So we build the story. So they have this spiritual awakening that maybe if they work with you, that they wouldn't have the fighting, the codependency, misunderstanding. But they are not sure that's not going to happen. They are concerned for more drama, more toxicity in this relationship. See, we're building the cards, okay? They also, since this is coming off this third party, their friends saying, why would they marry you? Even though they're saying this negativity, they have this spiritual awakening it's worth fighting for because of they are in a more healing place. They have such nostalgic memories. They want change. They enjoy your communication once upon a time, your connection. I don't see it's been toxic the whole time. They do have concerns for that, and their friends are feeding that too. Oh, it's just going to be more of the same old, same old. Don't waste your time. So for whatever reason, their friends are not a fan of you, Scorpio. I'm sorry to say. That's what the reading's saying. So they're concerned for another upheaval, more obstacles, more drama. Yeah, they're working on their finances. They're having some money or work problems. Maybe they've had work changes, extra shifts. Something financial hit them. Maybe they've had a big expense come. They had to get a new car, house repairs. Something has hit their finances, which has affected them dealing with this connection. Just so you have a little bit of idea that it's not just all them taking their time because of just you guys. Yeah, player. Player came out. So this person is charming, manipulative, kind of karmic. They've been in this player energy. That's probably why you separated. But they want to make an offer here. Okay? They have some type of proposal in order to not be toxic, in order to get back to what was good between the two of you. There will be. This doesn't necessarily have to be a full-on engagement or proposal for marriage, but some type of love offer is what this card is saying. There will be a love offer. Let's see, any other messages from the Love Oracle? Any other messages? Okay, I don't see any other messages there. What I'm going to do is close it out with some romance angels and romance fairies just to see where it's going. So I see them coming back in here. I see you getting some type of love offer. Whether or not they're going to stay player, whether or not they're going to ask you for money, those are the concerns coming out in the very end. This could be a small love offer, so it could be some kind of gaslighting attempt just to get back in your good graces. So let's see if we can get more about the outcome. So let's just say Scorpio takes this offer, Scorpio takes them back, which I see you kind of still want to. Okay, what's the next? What is going to happen next between them? How are things going to go? What are the outcomes? What are the predictive outcomes of this relationship? Because we see you have someone going to take you on a date. Okay, we've got quite a few falling out here. So before I go too far, let's see what we have out here. Okay. So, yeah. So this deck is going back to some of the history. I can already see that as well, based on what came out. Separation came out. We already know you're having time apart, right? We know that's already happening. We know that there's healing going on, forgiving and learning about what happened in this connection. Paying attention to red flags. I see that. This is the mutual energy, by the way, how things are going to go for both of you moving forward. So this is also, even moving forward, there'll be more forgiving and learning from the separation, more paying attention to red flags. The codependency we talked about in the other deck. That was in here. Okay, is here about the toxic relationship. This is saying, it's saying, you know, you both will have moving forward concern for toxic relationship. The unrequited love. Yeah, somebody isn't giving as much as the other person. That's going to need to be addressed moving forward. So even though this separation has happened and there's been some forgiving and learning, it needs to continue. Red flags need to be looked at. Toxicity needs to be continued to look at. Any unrequited love you need to be concerned for. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Now, free yourself coming in for the upcoming part of this connection could just mean you have to go with the flow, give it some time. You can't expect with this take back after this separation that all the forgiving and learning will be done quickly, that there's not going to be any red flags, nobody's perfect, that the love's going to be completely reciprocal. Okay, because I see some guards up is what that's telling me. But this could be the one, so it is recommending you give them a chance. Okay, and it is romantic feelings. So the unrequited love may start to turn a little bit because there are mutual romantic feelings. And that's giving me the message that maybe they haven't told you that. So one final deck just to help you out here, Scorpio, with the futuristic predictions of this relationship. We'll go to romance fairies, soulmate, life partner. So these are very good predictions, obviously, that this is a person who is a soulmate of yours. Not all soulmates are meant to be in your life forever. But when life partner then clarifies that, that does sound like they're going to be in your life for quite some time. For sure. And then a holiday. Enjoy a change of scenery and spice up your love life. I see they want to take some type of holiday with you. They want to plan something, some type of vacation, getaway. Okay, they're going to come back in teasing though. And forgiveness is coming out again. So there's going to have to be a lot of healing, forgiveness, learning, sharing of feelings, going back to that tease energy. This is a potential life partner, getting away for a holiday. Honest communication, definitely was getting that without the card coming out. You need to be honest with each other, where you're coming from, what your scars are. Yeah, somebody was wearing a disguise, so somebody was not providing the same level of communication, feelings, understanding. Love language is acts of service, so somebody's love language in this connection is acts of service. And so note that. You know who that is. Do you like acts of service? Dreams do come true. I'm going to end it there because this is, you're going to have to see how this goes. You're coming back for reconciliations, Mercury retrograde. I'm not shocked with that. Like I said, all my readings seem to have reconciliation written all over them. You do have a new energy that wants to take you out on a date. I definitely would go for that, see how things are going. But it does look like this is going to go a little further. I don't know that it'll be forever, but that's why you can come back to Kimbition and check in on your energies here, Scorpio. I really appreciate all my new viewers. We're rising up in the numbers again, trying to gather back all the viewers from when the channel got canceled. Sorry, I will do better. I think it was because I had my new deck. Maybe I showed too much. My new deck is definitely 18 plus. Very racy, definitely racier than Sexual Magic. That's why I authored it, because we need it. But apparently it's not for YouTube, and I'm learning that. I'm a relatively new YouTuber, and I apologize, YouTube. I just thought we were all adults here, and if I say this is an adult channel and I keep checking off this isn't for children, that I should be able to post adult content. And guess what? Adult content is nudity and talking about sex and those types of topics. But whatever, YouTube, hey, well, that's what OnlyFans is for. So if you need, please go to my description box. You can see where you can get the deck, look at the deck, because you cannot look at it here. You can also see where you can purchase it on my Etsy shop. You can also see where you can get that type of tarot reading on my OnlyFans channel and follow me over there. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.